Welcome to MLB 23 The Show. I'm your host, Joe Gerbino. We currently have Brandon Nimmo batting leadoff. Batting number 2. Second in the lineup, Jeff McNeil. Batting number 3, Pete Alonso. Looks like my opponent is ready to go. And we are facing the Orioles, which is John Means. John Means has a earned run average of 3.38. And welcome to the show. Electric Din is the opponent today. And the Orioles look like they're fired up to get into some action. This is MLB The Show. And Kodai Senga is warming up, and we will see what he decides to do today. Like I said, my opponent is Electric Din. And now leading off for the Orioles is Gunnar Henderson. And the pitch, and it's a strike on the inside part of the plate. And now we're going to try the forkball low. And that pitch is a little low. We're going to try the cutter in. Cutter's in is taken on the inside part of the plate. Strike on the inside part. Fastball up and in. And he's looking. Now batting for the Orioles, second in the order, is Anthony Santander. He swings and a misses on the first pitch. And the fork pitch just a bit down. And swung on. Should be an easy play for Marte. And Marte gets over there and covers out number 2. Now batting number 3, Adley Rutschman. And thought about the cutter, but decided better. And fouls it away. And fastball outside corner. Just a little bit outside. And slider down. And fastball up and in. See if we'll get him chasing. Stewart's there. And that's 3. This is MLB The Show. Baltimore Orioles are retired 1, 2, and 3. And now leading off is Brandon Nimmo. Brandon Nimmo looking great out there. And there's going to be a first pitch he sees. He tries to line one back up the middle, but no dice. Looks like he was a little early on it. And that pitch is low to McNeil. Pitch is 1-0 to McNeil. The 1-0. And he caught it. What a catch by Gunnar Henderson. Amazing play by Henderson. Looks like my opponent would like to replay that. What a play. For good reason, he should replay that. Electric Din, definitely great play by him. Pete Alonso, third line in the lineup. Very, very dangerous player. And ripped. And that's going to be a single for Pete Alonso. 113 miles off the bat. Now batting is Francisco Lindor, and Francisco takes a slurve inside, and the circle change is fouled away, and the 1-1 now is popped up to left. Should be an easy play for the left fielder, and the side is retired. This is MLB The Show. And now batting Ryan O'Hearn.
The first baseman, Ryan O'Hearn.
And the forkball just down. And that's a base hit, back up the middle. Brandon Nimmo gets it in to second base. And the Orioles are in business with the signal. And looks like the umpire is not going for that today. And fouled away. And wanted it, but thought better of it. And just low. And that's just going to be a lazy fly ball to center field. Brandon Nimmo settles underneath it, and one way is retired. And now batting for the Orioles, number 6, Ryan Mountcastle. And a slider outside. And a fastball in. And a cutter just outside. And that cutter is just not catching the plate. So unfortunately we got to come in. And looks like Ryan Mountcastle is looking at that pitch. Oh, he swung and hit that pretty well. Ryan Mountcastle digging for 2. And he's out. He's out at 2, but a run scores. And great play by Brandon Nimmo. What a throw to get the ball in. And it should be an 0-2 pitch to Adam Frazier. Adam Frazier. Well, looks like he fouls it away. And that should be a lazy fly ball to Brandon Nimmo out in center field. Nimmo settles underneath it, and the Orioles are retired. But they do get 1 run on a beautiful piece of hitting from Ryan Mountcastle. This is MLB The Show. Daniel Vogelbach is stepping in and fouls it to the third base side. And it'll be a 0-1 to Vogelbach. And Vogelbach fouls the way the circle change. That count is now 0-2. And line drive just past the first baseman. Looks like the opponent did not really like that one. That was kind of a cheap hit, kind of. And now we have Sterling Marte, and he takes a slider down. And Sterling Marte is now taking the slider down and takes another circle change down. And takes the fastball, takes a good rip at it, but no dice. And change up just on the outside part. And he rips it past the shortstop, and the Mets are in business first and second with no one out. Beautiful piece of hitting by Sterling Marte. And now DJ Stewart comes up to bat. And looks like DJ sends one deep left field. I don't think he's going to get there. And it's a double against the wall. And looks like 2 runs are going to come in. And the Mets take the lead 2-1. DJ Stewart, line drive double into the gap. Beautiful piece of hitting. Looks like now we have Francisco Alvarez. Francisco lines one. Base hit. Looks like that's going to score 1. And it gets past the right fielder, and the right fielder just misplays it, and now it's a 3-1 ball game. Beautiful piece of hitting by Francisco Alvarez as he takes one the opposite way. And Brett Beatty, Just gets underneath that one. Looks like it's a lazy fly ball for the center fielder, and one away is retired. Now here comes Brandon Nimmo. Brandon Nimmo comes to the plate. Looks like he had a great piece of hitting last time. And base hit lineup. Gonna try it. And Nimmo looks like he's gonna be out at second base. But the run does score, so the Mets put up a 4 spot in the second so far. And retired. But now the Mets score 4 runs that inning. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful plays out in center field by Cedric Mullins. Austin Hayes steps up to the plate. And he gets a strike on the high fastball. And the umpire does not decide to do anything about that. And that's a cutter on the outside part. It's really not too of a competitive pitch. Looks like he's just looking for a walk here. We're going to not give him a walk. And Francisco Lindor retires him, 1 away. Now batting for the O's is Cedric Mullins. Cedric Mullins is definitely a great hitter. And a cutter on the inside part of the plate. And his fastball inside, caught the inside corner. Just missed on the inside part of the plate. And now fastball in. It's a strike. And now we're going to go fastball in and to see if the opponent is looking. Looks like Kodai Senga comes over and covers. Beautiful play by Kodai Senga. Looks like Kodai is dealing now and has only given up that 1 run in the second inning. And that's a strike. And that's a lazy fly ball to DJ Stewart. And so the O's are retired in the third. This is MLB The Show. Pete Alonso steps up. He had a beautiful single up past the, looks like he had a beautiful single past the shortstop last time he was up. Now we'll see what he can do now. And that ball's down, just down. That's a fastball at the knees. And line drive to the third baseman. Third baseman throws it over to first base, and Pete Alonso is retired. Now batting is Francisco Lindor. And Francisco just sends it underneath it. And the center fielder is retiring him, and he is done for. Now is Daniel Vogelback. Daniel Vogelback sends a charge, and the center fielder got over there and covered that pretty dang well. Beautiful play by the center fielder. Got over there and covered it extremely well. Anthony Santander up at the plate. Looks like he sends a charge into one, and that one's not coming back. And that's a 4-2 ball game. Looks like he was dead red, ready for it, waiting for it. He got his bat out right in front of it and rips it into the seats. And that's a 4-2 ball game, just like that. Oh, a questionable call right there. Looks like there was a check swing prior to the ball being pitched, and looks like the ump decided better of it. And looks like DJ Stewart is going to get over there and cover that. So now there's 1 away, retired. Ryan O'Hearn is up at the plate. Fastball up, and he lines one. It should be a double for Ryan O'Hearn here. Great play by Ryan O'Hearn. Great piece of hitting by Ryan O'Hearn to take that ball the opposite way. Now it's Jordan Westberg up at the plate. Jordan Westberg sends that one. Looks like we're going to see if he's going to try it. He doesn't try it. And he gets a base hit. But now we have Ryan Mountcastle at the plate. We're going to see if what we can do. Looks like Ryan Mountcastle is just a little bit early on that pitch. And that's a great pitch by Kodai Senga. And there's 2 away. Now there's Adam Frazier at the plate. And hopefully Adam Frazier is able to roll one over to the first base side. And we can get out of this. And it exactly happens just like that. And there's only 1 run scored that inning on a solo shot from Anthony Santander. He absolutely roped that one into right field, into the seats. And now batting in for the Mets is number 6, Sterling Marte. And Marte lines one to the second baseman. Second baseman able to corral it and fire it over to first base. And 1 away is retired. DJ Stewart batting. Looks like that's going to be a tough play. That's going to be a tougher play than that. He kind of circles around and makes that play. And now we have Francisco Alvarez. Francisco Alvarez looking to take one deep. He's always a threat to take one deep, I believe. And third baseman, ground ball to the third baseman, and it's retired. So now we have almost an official game. It is 4 innings of play, and the Mets lead the Orioles on a score of 4-2. This is Austin Hayes up at the plate in the top of the 5th. And that's a forkball. That's a strike called by the umpire. And that umpire is not giving us the outside part of the plate at all. And he's ready for that, so we're not going to pitch that there again. We're going to go with fastball away. Fastball away. And line drive into the corner. Looks like DJ Stewart is able to corral it and just able to fire it in there. Looks like Senga is having a little bit of trouble here in the 5th. And Cedric Mullins pops it up into center field. Brandon Nimmo settles underneath it. And so 1 away is retired. Now we have Gunnar Henderson up at the plate. Gunnar Henderson looks like he struck out and flew out so far in this game. And a forkball just down. And forkball just down. Oh, the umpire calls that one a strike. Oh, forkball just in. Again. And line drive to Pete Alonso. Pete Alonso settles and goes and tags the bag. And so 2 away is retired. So now batting is Anthony Santander. And Anthony Santander, as you know, is a power threat. We got to see what he does. I mean, cannot assume that he's going to look dead red here. And looks like Kodai Senga's day might be done. And looks like the Mets are going to go to the bullpen here and go and warm someone up. Looks like we are going to put in Brooks Raley. Brooks Raley is a great pitcher. Looks like Adley Rutschman is a switch hitter. However, it's better for have him hit from the right side than the left. Looks like that's strike 2. And looks like we're going to try to get him here. And fouled off, just fouled off. Ooh, and the sinker, low. And lines one drop back up the middle. And 1 run will score. And so the Mets platoon to put him out in the Mets platoon does not pay off as the run comes around to score. It looks like the cutter up in the zone. Ryan O'Hearn is a great hitter, and Marte settles underneath it, but the Orioles get one back, and that has all belonged to Senga because Senga did not get pulled just in time. And now we have Brett Beatty up at the plate. Looks like Means is going to stay in. Looks like Means is going to stay in or he's going to leave. Let's see what my opponent decides to do. And it looks like John Means will stay in. And the circle change is fouled away. Circle change is fouled away. And that'll be a line drive base hit for Brett Beatty. Back up the middle. Back up the middle. Right where it came from. Beautiful piece of hitting. Beautiful piece of hitting right there. And fastball down. And it looks like there's a 1-0 pitch. And that'll be a base hit. That'll get down. Be a first and second with no one out. And it looks like the Mets are back in business. And it looks like Jeff McNeil will come to the plate. And my opponent will either be subbing someone out or not. And looks like he gets a double play. Double play. Jeff McNeil unable to capitalize on that. And it looks like Pete Alonso coming up. See if he can drive one into the seats. And that's definitely a great take by Pete. Great take by Pete. I think he's pitching around him to get to Lindor, which I don't particularly understand. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense, folks. Lindor. It's a strike. In the top part of the zone. And then there's a ball on the lower part of the zone. And then he goes for the fastball in. So we know that he's going to go fastball in now. And then he goes to try to go change up away. And we'll see if he tries to go for that fastball in again. And Cedric Mullins settles underneath it. And that'll be the side. So this is MLB The Show. Brooks Raley is pitching. Looks like they're going to not put him in. They're going to put in Adam Ottavino. Adam Ottavino with that weird delivery. Definitely interesting. And definitely interesting delivery. Gets that fastball in on the inside part of the plate. Strike one. And there'll be a 1-1. And looks like that's a fastball in. And looks like the fastball's in again. And looks like it'll be a kind of lazy fly ball, but kind of misplayed by Marte there. And see if he can. No, everyone's safe. Everyone's safe. Everyone's safe. Everyone is safe. Wow. And DJ Stewart tries to back pick him, but cannot. But one way is retired. This was a great. And it looks like he did not go on the check swing. And that'll be a foul ball. And DJ Stewart misplayed it. And the Orioles will take a 5-4 lead. Beautiful piece of hitting. And looks like Cedric Mullins is now up at the plate. And Ottavino is completely shaken by that play right there. And the circle change gets him in front. And the circle change gets him again. The sinker on the outside part of the plate. And then there's a fastball. And that's fouled away.
Now it's 3-2.
And line drive caught by Pete. Caught by Pete. Gunnar Henderson beats him to the bag. They beat him to the bag, but one comes in on a 2-run double by looks like John Means. Looks like the Mets are going to platoon Mark Vientos out there and force the manager to make a move. Looks like Mark Vientos is a great pitcher, but there's also times and places for this, but looks like electric ding. It looks like he's going to make a move. And he goes to the big right-hander Tyler Wells. Check that, Tyler Wells. Tyler Wells is a great pitcher. And is that a lazy fly ball? Oh, thought it was going to get over the second baseman's head. It does not. And so one away is retired. Looks like Starling Marte is up at the plate. And he fouls one off. Looks like this is kind of reminiscent of his last outing, where he gave up a shot. It looks like that just is a lazy fly ball. Looks like DJ Stewart is going to have to come in and looks like the Mets are retired just like that. So now it'll be the O's batting in the top of the 7th. This is MLB The Show. Anthony Santander is batting. And that's the cutter in. Looks like Anthony took that one. And he took another cutter on the inside part of the plate, but the umpire says no dice. And that's an outside corner pitch, and that's a strike. And ball three to Santander. And ball four to Anthony Santander.
One ball, one strike. Ball.
And line drive into the outfield, caught by Nimmo. One away is retired. Looks like Ryan O'Hearn
Off the plate, ball one.
off the plate.
Ball.
Looks like Ottavino might have to get pulled out over here.
Ball, that's it.
And We'll see what happens. And
That's ball 4.
Ottavino's going to have to get pulled right here.
Now batting. First baseman.
And it's going to be the right-hander, Drew Smith, coming on. Drew Smith coming on. Let's see what he can do. Drew Smith with the fastball. Ryan Westberg is ready for that pitch. And looks like they're going to try it. They're going to try it. They're not going to try it. Beautiful throw by Nimmo. Nimmo gets it in, and it's a great throw by Nimmo. And the circle change is fouled away. And he's out! What a play! What a play! And it'll be the 7th inning stretch. It's time to get your gloves out and stretch those thumbs, fingers, whatever you have, and get your peanuts and Cracker Jacks. And let's see, the Mets are now have Francisco Alvarez up at the plate. And Francisco looks like he's 0 for 2 so far in this game. And he takes a strike. And he sends a charge into it. Deep left field. Over his head. Ground rule double for Francisco Alvarez. And the Mets are now in business. The Mets are now in business with a beautiful piece of hitting by Francisco Alvarez. And that'll get the job done to get the runner over. And that's a beautiful piece of hitting by Brett Beatty. And Brett Beatty just does the job right there and moves the runners. Now, batting is Brandon Nimmo. Brandon Nimmo fouls it off. And looks like all we have to do is lift the ball to medium deep outfield. And a run will come in. And looks like he did not move on first movement. So that is unfortunate. Looks like the circle change. And the slurve. And then we're going to think about the slider. Slider's in. And he's going to go. He's going to go up. And now batting is Pete Alonso. Pete Alonso is up at the plate, and that's a 1-0 pitch. And there's a lot of electricity in the air at the Citi Field right now. And it's 1-1. Pete takes a strike. And that's 2-1, just outside. And Pete takes a rip at that one, but it's a slurve. And a fastball up. And Pete thought about that one, but decided better. And outside, ball 4. Outside, ball 4. And Francisco has bases loaded. He's been here before. He has been here before, folks. He has been here before. He has been here before. He has definitely been here before. And Francisco looks at the changeup on the low inner part of the zone. And the Mets are retired. Losing a big chance right there for the Mets. Looks like Ryan Mountcastle is going to come in and Brett Beatty dove for no reason right there, right over the ball. I don't know what he was doing right there, Jack. That was crazy.
The second baseman, Adam Frazier.
It was a very misled ball. Unfortunately, Unfortunately, he did not have enough. Unfortunately, he did not have enough juice for that. And that'll be a line drive. Caught by Nimmo. Caught by Nimmo. And Austin Hayes will step in. And Francisco Alvarez thinks better of it. And he didn't go. Wow. And he lined that one, but it was foul.
That's ball 3.
And it should be double play here. And it's a double play. Great play by the Mets right there as they get themselves in and out of that jam. Mark Vientos up at the plate. Looks like Mark is going to take a fastball to straight down the middle of the plate. And looks like that's going to be a base hit. Mark Vientos takes that single. And now the Mets are trying to get that run across. That run across is very big for them. And there's a slider outside part of the plate. And the slurve is taken. And the changeup is taken. And looks like the Mets are going to try to do something that they have not done, which is get runners home. It is being elusive. The zone is being elusive right now to Tyler Wells. And we'll see whether DJ Stewart wants to pull the trigger on a couple of these. And looks like DJ Stewart is a little elusive with the bat here, as he is not swinging the bat and taking some pitches here, trying to get this count up. And he sends one deep left field. You can put it on the board. Yes, yes. DJ Stewart sends one out of here, and the Mets take a 7-5 lead. What a beautiful piece of hitting by DJ Stewart as he turned on that fastball and sent it into the seats. Francisco Alvarez is now up at the plate and sends one for a single. And the Mets look like they want to tack on here to this O's bullpen, which is depleted. Looks like the hit and run is on. And we did not execute that well. Looks like that's a lazy fly ball, and there's only one away. But beautiful piece of hitting by DJ Stewart. Nimmo, line drive. Try for the double play, but they cannot get Nimmo. Nimmo is too quick. Nimmo is too quick. The double play. And looks like they're going to sound the trumpets as Edwin Diaz is going to come in to close.
Leading off for the Orioles, the center fielder, Cedric Muller.
They're going to sound the trumpets.
pitching for the Mets, number 39, Edwin Diaz.
And the trumpets are sounding. And DJ Stewart. What a play! DJ Stewart! Look at this play, Gary. He comes in and dives and makes a beautiful catch just outside. And now the Mets are in business, looking to get that. Looks like Nimmo is there. Beautiful play by Nimmo. And 2 away is now retired into the 9th as Anthony Santander is now. And base. The Mets win it. The Mets win it. The Mets win it. This has been MLB The Show 23. Thank you so much.